Hey guys! Welcome back to Mini Luxury. Today, we'll be going over Pablo Escobar's insane car collection. Pablo Escobar was the founder and head of the Medellin cartel and smuggled each month 70 to 80 tons of cocaine into the United States at the height of his activities. The Medellin drug cartel had the power to distribute more than 80% of the global cocaine market at the height of one of the most notorious and violent drug cartels in history. Pablo Escobar, the drug lord and the petty public enemy #1, loves cars more than cash. He earned more money at General Motors and spent it abundantly on his automotive hobbies. As we all know, super rich scoundrels have expensive hobbies, and car racing is one of his passions. Pablo Escobar's love of cars had more to do with cash. What many people don't know is that cocaine king Pablo Escobar was a giant car nut estimated to be worth more than $4 million. The YouTube channel Rick has put together a slideshow of some of the most valuable and coveted cars in its collection, including pictures of Escobar at the wheel or posing in them. Pablo Escobar's collection of cars is a strange mixture of classics, expensive supercars, everyday vehicles, and some odd examples. If you read on, you will find that Escobar has a lifelong love of vehicles made by famous German car companies. Along with a famous German car company, sports cars were among Escobar's favorite indulgences, which he bought with the enormous wealth he had amassed. Escobar was a by nature competitive person, and the Porsche 935V was one of the sportier cars he bought. He used one to compete in the 1979 Renault Cup, his first foray into racing. There were accusations of sabotaging competitors' cars and throwing tires onto the track. Escobar's poor results didn't stop him from bringing a little drug war mentality to the track. Escobar was good at driving in the 1980s, but in the world of cocaine trafficking, he was behind the wheel. Voight, Richard Petty, Bobby Unser, Dennis Hume, and Emerson Fittipaldi drove all cars that Escobar purchased. After being destroyed by the rival Cali cartel in a bombing of his home in Medellin in 1988, the blackened grenade was shipped to Escobar's nearest estate, the Hacienda Napol, where it was shown as a sign of resistance to his enemies. Everyone thought Escobar was the unofficial president of Colombia, so it's no surprise that he snapped up one of those 6.3-liter V8-powered saloons. At the time of his ownership, Escobar was earning $420 million a week, but that didn't change the special and infamous Porsche 911 RSR racing car. The most difficult to find on the classic car market is the race-worthy Porsche 911 RSR, a $200,000 car that belongs to him. No car is more expensive than one of the most special Porsche 911 race cars ever owned in the world of racing cars, including Formula One drivers. Pablo Escobar, one of the most dangerous and deadly criminals the world has ever seen, was a Colombian drug lord who ruled a frightening Medellin cartel in the 1970s, 1980s, and early 1990s. He made so much from illicit drug sales that Forbes included him in their current billionaire ranking, where he is the 7th richest man in the world. Escobar was born on December 1, 1949, in Antioquia, Colombia, the son of a school teacher and a farmer's wife. Pablo Escobar was a Colombian criminal from Medellin that led the Medellin cartel, the most powerful drug trafficker in the world. In the early 1970s, Escobar was a career criminal who ran street scams, stole cars, and smuggled drugs into and out of the city. He was sneaky from the start, as it was reported that as a teenager he forged registration cards, sold fake diplomas, smuggled stereos, and even stole headstones. Shortly after his birth, Escobar's family moved to Envigado, Colombia, a suburb of Medellin. His father was a farmer and his mother was a teacher. His early illegal activities included selling fake diplomas, smuggling stereos, and stealing tombstones for resale. He also stole cars, which led to his first arrest in 1974. Escobar ordered thousands of hits on his many henchmen. including John Jairo Vasquez, also known as Popeye. Escobar held a large collection of cars, bicycles, and go-karts at the track. He continued to work within the Medellin cartel, provoking the government to transfer him to a conventional prison in July 1992. After Escobar got out, he began stealing tombstone cars and selling them to smugglers, and he escalated his operations to include growing and selling cocaine. He was reportedly worth $2.5 billion and supported a lavish lifestyle that included a 2,800-acre estate called Hacienda Napol, named after Naples in Colombia. One of Colombia's most famous racers, Ricardo Cuchillo Londano, beat Escobar by 8 seconds, and Escobar was proud. More than 25,000 people attended Pablo's funeral in Medellin, and his death was a huge relief to his homeland and the world. Pablo Escobar never owned a Dodge Challenger, but you can assume he enjoyed driving it. Escobar himself had a fortune of $30 billion and was one of the world's 10 richest people. Juan Pablo Escobar was asked to tell the story of his father, notorious Colombian drug dealer Pablo Escobar, in the hit Netflix series Narcos. Mercedes-Benz is another automaker where Escobar had more than one vehicle in his collection. The Cadillac V8 Town Sedan is a classic car that is instantly recognizable, but also one of the coolest cars of its time. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can keep posting great videos like these. Thanks for watching!